Hello and welcome back to more Ori and the Blind Forest Randomizer. My name is Shed. I have here with me on commentary my friend Aiko. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing great. I am pumped up to commentate this rando match between SeaAverage and the Flying Marlin. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great. I'm all similarly excited for this race. So yeah, we got a race between SeaAverage and Marlin. What do you want to tell us about SeaAverage, Aiko?
Well, his name is a pun on a programming language. He has been playing rando on and off for about 6 to 7 months, and he says he usually uses it to cool down between as like movement practice for all skills runs, which he does a lot of. What do you have to tell us about Marlin?
Yeah, Flying Marlin is perhaps not the most active Ori runner in the world, but still quite skilled. Randomizer is not exactly a focus of his, but he's decided to join us in the tournament here. An interesting little fact, actually, is that these two, in terms of their Ori skill, are very close to each other on the all skills leaderboard. They're in fact right next to each other and have been trading times back and forth who's the better for basically their entire careers.
Yeah, that is, I think, interesting, and I'm curious to see how that'll translate to their rando performance.
Yes, of course, Randomizer is an entirely different beast from all skills. It can throw you for a loop sometimes, but we'll have to see how these two do going forward in their seed.
Yeah, and of course, it'll depend on what kind of seed we get. Do you have
True.
any thoughts with this incredible amount of information we've seen so far on what kind of excellent and exciting seed we'll be seeing?
Well, so far in the tournament, we certainly have been seeing quite a lot of what I would call troll seeds, where can take quite some time to figure out exactly what it is you need to do. For the runners' sakes, I'm going to say that I think this seed will be a little bit nicer than we've seen so far. What do you think?
I'm always rooting for Watervein Horu. It's just that thing I want to see all the time.
Wow, so you just wish the worst, don't you?
Well, it's just a part of the game we literally never get. Like, the only thing we see less than Horu is like the actual Horu puzzle rooms is the Forlorn Escape. So yeah,
That's a good thing.
yeah. Is it?
I think so.
I mean, it's all relative, really. There's a lot of like really excellent game design in the horror rooms that I feel like is underutilized.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's a good point.
Also, I'm not playing this seed.
Also true. Also true. Troll seeds are definitely way more fun to watch than they are to play.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, as far as the race goes, this one that's coming up soon, we mentioned that they're kind of close. So I'm hoping to see a close race here. Randomizer has the tendency for the runners to split up, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm predicting either a really close race or just some ridiculous garbage that just goes really terrible for one or both players. Maybe both. Hopefully both.
Yeah, that's always possible for sure.
By hopefully both, I mean I hope everyone has a lot of fun and it's a good seed, obviously.
That's definitely what you meant, yes.
Misspeak. I misspoke. That would be how I would describe it.
All right, so all things going well, we should be getting the run kicked off sometime soon here.
Yeah, it looks like
we're just clearing up some things at the so we're clearing up some things pre-race here in a moment, so we'll get kicked off as soon as we're ready.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you a variation on the age-old question. People like to ask what the first pickup of the seed is going to be, but I'm going to switch it up this time and ask you, what do you think the first progression pickup of the seed will be?
Yeah, I think that's actually a much better question. Like first progression pickup. I'm rooting for Swamp Teleporter, but I'm thinking it'll probably be Climb if we don't.
You're just going for all of the worst possible options, aren't you?
Well, I really like teleporter starts. I know they're not a lot of people's favorites, but I really enjoy teleporter starts. All right, and it looks like we're about to get started here. We've got that beautiful bird swoop, and we've got the players ready on their loading screens. Will be SeaAverage on the left and Marlin on the right.
And there we go. We are off.
We've got both players doing prologue skip. We'll see if we get any color shifts. Yes, we get a color shift out of SeaAverage. Color shift is a very important mechanical pickup or option that does literally nothing but changes Ori's color every time you get a pickup, which usually only hurts because sometimes you will just get a pickup that has no, or you'll get a pickup and then your color will just have no contrast.
For clarity, it's not actually that important. It just looks better in a lot of players' opinions and is a little bit fun. Looks like Marlin had a bit of a stumbling block with the first jump in the game here, but he is not especially far behind. And of course, this kind of deficit is not important as of yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a feels bad moment when you miss that first jump, but all right, I was wrong. It is wall jump first. So we've got the players with wall jump and a mega health. Mega health grants you 5 temporary health that you will, when you lose, you will not regain, but it's still nice to have, and especially early, it means you can be a lot more reckless.
Yeah, the nice little buffer, especially early like this. But yeah, wall jump is definitely a common thing to see pretty early. Maybe not this early, but it is always nice to have. It's a very basic skill that you jump on walls, which notably here opens up the path to Blackroot burrows already. We'll have to see what the other 2 starting pickups here at these keystones are to see if that's where these runners will be headed.
Yeah, it's entirely possible that we don't see anything useful at either of these, including keystones, and then our runners will have no choice but to head into Blackroot. However, there is one keystone. We may be seeing a second one here, which will then give them the option of continuing left or left into the Spirit or further into Sunken Glades. Oh, it is a map stone. All right. Well,
a stone. It's not a keystone, but looks like C and Marlin are both opting to come down here, maybe to check what we call the fake flippers pickup. It's a health cell. That's good early.
Yeah, that is nice to get early. However, there is not a keystone there, which means that they have no
Marlin,
option
get out
but
of
to
there.
head into. Ooh, yeah, he. Oh, did he get the?
He
He got it,
cell, yeah.
and then warped
He
out.
opted to swim up instead of warping out. I'm not quite sure where Marlin's going. He can't get anywhere.
Yeah, he
Looks like
realized.
Marlin might be a little bit flustered. This is a good time to bring up. He told us before the race started that this is actually the Flying Marlin's first ever speedrunning related race on the big stage. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, those spikes are really obnoxious, and he's gonna want to hope that or kill all of those brambles and make sure he gets enough EXP so he can get a level up before heading into BRB, where we see that C has already made his way into after skipping that intro cutscene.
Yes, of course, using the ability cell for a save anywhere, skip the cutscene. But yeah, it definitely looks like this being Marlin's first foray into Ori races is maybe the nerves are getting to him a little bit. Hopefully that clears up soon.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the kind of thing that as you play for a little longer, you start to relax, get a little more comfortable, but those first couple minutes can definitely be pretty scary. All right, so we have on the left, we have C. He's touched the orb, and of course, once you touch the orb in Blackroot once, it will make its way to you after a short delay. So he's going to go grab, touch it, run back across, and then grab that first pickup, which is an energy cell.
Energy cell is always nice. You want to have optimally 4 of those pretty early on, but the first one is a good step towards that. And then he's using feature of the randomizer we call Alt-R, which lets you warp back to the start of the game. And he's using this because it is, of course, slightly faster to do so at this point instead of taking the casual route up back to the top.
Yep, and it's also much easier.
Well,
I have to say,
there is this jump right here that he's about to attempt, which can throw you for a little bit of a loop, but he makes it just fine.
yeah, I mean, the jump certainly isn't what I would describe as free, but it's definitely, I feel at least, it's easier than doing that platforming underneath. And he makes it no problem, and now he can go up here and check all of these things.
Still haven't quite found another progression item yet. What they're looking for is probably another skill or another keystone would be good. Oh, never mind. There is dash, ladies and gentlemen.
Dash. Oh, that is excellent. Dash is a skill you get, makes you go fast. It's really great to get here because it means that there are a couple of pickups that are much faster to check with it here. And also...
everything's faster with dash.
Everything is faster with dash. That is correct. So he will be very happy.
Provided you use it.
Okay, yes. Things are not faster with dash if you just have dash. Dash does not give you passive movement speed upgrades. Thank you for clarifying, Shed.
You're welcome.
All right, so we have C finishing up the puzzle, Marlin a little bit behind, and then after this, C is going to have 3 to 4 more pickups in this area to check. And while Dash is
Point
great,
out real quick, Marlin has actually skipped the pickup where Dash was. Hopefully, he remembers to go back up there and collect it.
yeah, I mean, I think that it's that pickup. Like you can get that one before or after turning the light on. I see some people just what they'll do is they'll grab that, or after they get the tree and light the lantern, they'll grab that pickup and they will at the same time grab the ability cell in the main room. And then if neither of them are relevant, you can just revert to your save and then be right back here.
Interesting to see that C opted for the cutscene stack skip to skip the Blackroot cutscene. A little bit of a difference from the normal skip. So if it looked a little different, you know why. Coming down to check this ability cell. Didn't quite see what it was, but it doesn't seem like C wants it, so it's probably not important.
It was 13 experience, and yeah, he because it's not important, he can just reload and from the save and save a bit of time there. That getting back up from where that ability cell is takes a while with these skills, especially with something like charge jump. It's not so bad, but definitely not the kind of thing you want to do if you can help it, and he could. And this is interesting. We're not seeing any. Oh, we actually did get a second keystone. It looks like.
That's important.
Yep.
Seeing C now come down to this boulder area. Of course, these pickups beyond the boulder are in logic with Dash. But we're seeing him sort of break the boulder anyway in order to keep this frog alive. It's a very smart heads-up play for later on. This frog is important for some strategies, and if he dies, he's dead. So you want to keep him alive.
Yeah, frog does not respawn because its intended purpose is actually just to die to the boulder if you're playing through this the vanilla way. But we keep it alive and it will not die if it's off screen. And we're seeing now that Marlin has left Blackroot without grabbing Dash. That's really going to
Yeah, and since he didn't have Dash, he opted to not even check beyond the boulder, knowing it is in logic, but without Dash, it doesn't seem like it is. That's gonna hurt him because they're now checking the same areas, but C has Dash.
Yeah, that is maybe really going to be unfortunate. I think
going.
I think he's just grabbing the energy refill.
That is a good point.
Yeah, it's the kind of safety play I've definitely made myself, and when you have 2 energy, it's really nice to just like get that refill and to just be ready to make a full save. So yeah, not having Dash is going to suck, or it's going to be like. It's going to let C come away with some speed, but I think later is when it could be even more of a problem because Charge Dash can break plants, and if C ends up getting plant access just by gaining levels and getting ability cells before they find a skill that provides that, he could just run away with the lead.
Yes, it is a sequence break, but it is still very, very nice to be able to thoroughly check areas with something like Charge. Seeing a map 1 check for Marlin. We're seeing C head off up into the Spirit Caverns.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. C grabbed a second keystone from the boulder escape area, and so he could do this right away. While Marlin, because he didn't grab the health cell from boulder escape that was a keystone, he did not have the option to just head up to Spirit Caverns right away and check it.
Yeah, so this is technically a sequence break for C, but a good one in my opinion, because if you find something slightly useful up here, it's very nice. That's for sure.
All right. Well, 1 experience. Would you consider that slightly
definitely
useful?
The most useful thing ever.
Okay, that is most useful thing ever. Got it.
Looks like just a whole horde of keystones otherwise, though. So
yeah,
not useless.
Maybe use impaired. Not.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So one thing that I find interesting about checking Spirit Caverns early is that I feel like sometimes, a lot of the times, you'll find a lot of keystones, but often not quite enough to get all the way up. So I like, if it's open, putting it off until a bit later so that hoping you'll pick up the other keystones down in the wall jump area. All right, and so we have a 5th health cell from C. That's actually pretty nice. That's a fair bit of safety. 5 health, 2 energies, definitely nice amount of health to have for this part of the game. He's still being very cautious with that slime, though. Not wanting to take any damage there.
Checking back in with Marlin here real quick, we'll see that he has opted to altar out of the wall jump tree and head to Spirit Caverns himself. Of course, we already know that there's only 3 keystones in this area. He's not going to be able to head up from there. Hopefully that steers him back in the direction of the pickups he skipped in Blackroot.
It might, but he might also. I looked like he didn't have the mapstone from the wall jump area loop, which I just sort of saw it peeking out from under him. So he might have to head back here before he does that. All right, and we see. Oh, okay. Now we've got C going back and getting that mapstone turn in. Yeah. Oh, that was mapstone 2, and that was grenade.
Nice.
Well, yeah, because C's on mapstone 2 instead of mapstone 1 because he got to do a mapstone turn in Blackroot, and Marlin didn't. So that's pretty cool. I think that's actually better for Marlin. So he's not going to have that right away, which sucks. He'll have to wait for his next mapstone turn in. But that does mean that we're not going to see a situation where C has plant access due to charge dash like a long time before.
That's a good point for sure.
So on the other hand, until they get an easy second mapstone turn in, I do think that's going. C still is going to have that advantage, and he can like easily check the charge flame area, which might be progression. Oh, that's actually interesting. It might be the case that that Marlin, because that mapstone 2 is a progression pickup, Marlin won't be able to. Marlin will actually have to find dash and then get that second mapstone turn in just so he can break plants and get.
That's what I was thinking. When you said it was better for Marlin, I was thinking it might be quite some time before Marlin actually checks the second mapstone, because we know that the intended progression is collecting dash and then heading down to the Blackroot teleporter, but Marlin doesn't know that, and could take him a while to go down there at this point.
Yeah, that is definitely true, and that could be a big problem. An interesting thing, though, is that because they have 4 keystones, there might be something useful at Charge Flame Tree. And if that's the case, it would be a slower path for Marlin to get there, but he definitely still could.
Ooh, and speaking of Charge Flame Tree, C's right there. Let's see what it is. Got some XP. But there is a plant and another XP pickup to check. Marlin will be able to check the plant, but...
Yeah. C came up for this area, so he has checked those and cannot.
Oh, that's kind of a brutal death for Marlin.
Yeah, Marlin taking a death and struggling a bit with that damage boost. One thing we saw there was that the Sunstone is in Sorrow. C picked up his 3rd tree, which means we get a clue and
clues. That's a thing.
Yeah. So in clues mode, we try and make the randomizer a little bit less of a just hunt the world by making it so that every 3 times you get a skill tree, one of the 3 dungeon key locations, you're given a hint for it, a clue, if you will. And the clue that C got, which is also the clue Marlin will be getting when he gets his 3rd tree, is that the Sunstone is somewhere in Sorrow.
Marlin taking another death, putting him back down to the same spot he was before. This is just unfortunate at this point. He was already behind from skipping a pickup, and now he's taking more and more time loss from these deaths. He's also opting to skip the pickups with a mapstone that we know is so important for progression here. This is rough.
Yeah, that mapstone was a vanilla mapstone, right? Or there was a mapstone in that area.
So it's up there.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he's gonna do this. He'll grab this 4 keystones, but we've already seen from C that none of the pickups that Marlin can get are actually very useful. And speaking of C, we've got him going in and checking the valley entry area.
This area is always a little bit unfortunate. It feels like there's always something here, but besides this stomp check and even sometimes this stomp pickup check, it's kind of hard to actually check everything.
Yeah, this area is very dangerous. You're not supposed to go here until later in like a vanilla playthrough, and because of that, a bunch of the stuff, like the enemies deal more damage, the spikes deal 3 damage. However, there is an 100 EXP orb on top of that tree, which is in logic with just wall jump. So hopefully that won't be...
There's a plant as well that I believe with grenade is also in logic, but C is opting to skip both of them.
Yeah, I think the grenade is in logic because you can get up to
You can get
actually
it from the bottom.
you can. I think it might be an expert path though because it is off screen when you throw it.
That's fair.
Another thing we're seeing that is in logic but skipped because it is tricky is that EXP orb across from the tree. You can get that with a dash glide near
I just
where
never go for that unless it's
yeah.
maybe doubles.
I go for that if I have air dash. I
Yeah,
don't know how to dash.
yes, that makes it pretty easy. But we're seeing C head following what he believes to be the logic, and I also would agree to head into Spider Sack here.
Yeah, I think what we've got is just sort of like an odd variation on the vanilla playthrough with
Right?
Charge Flame replaced with
Charge,
Grenade.
charge flame, air quotes. It's free.
Yeah, I mean, I much prefer Grenade to Charge Flame,
Yeah, absolutely.
basically all the time. Like the like 4 pickups that you can check through walls with Charge Flame, absolutely not as good as no
Come on,
energy
Marlin, go back into
spammable attack.
BRB. No, no,
Oh
go back to
no,
BRB. You need dash.
needs dash. Okay, I think he's going for the tree. Oh, I get it. I think he went for the went to the tree first, and if you go to the tree first, you have to teleport out to get to the EXP. All right, so we have
Right.
C
Well,
checking the 5th energy cell. Well, if you don't have an ability, a way to break the wall.
yes.
All right, so C has not found that much important,
Not
that much of
yet.
import so far.
Just kind of making his way over to through the Hollow Grove area in the direction of the swamp teleporter. There'll be some interesting routing decisions for him once he gets there, depending on what teleporters he wants to go, which direction he wants to head, what pickups if he still wants to be thorough. But at this point, he's pretty far
Ooh,
ahead. Oh,
yeah, he
that's the
does take
water. Oh, that's the
kind of
water.
a
Oh no!
painful death there.
Trying to go through this area fast with this skill set is it's something. There he goes.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky area, and like I think I find that I actually with this skills I definitely die more if I have dash versus not having dash because it makes you want to go faster, and whenever you dash, your invincibility frames from taking damage get reset. So sometimes I'll find myself in a situation where I'll dash and then like take damage and then just sort of panic dash again, which is not great, but it can happen. All right, so we've got another energy found by C. With one more energy,
Three.
he'll be able to open 4 energy doors, which will be pretty good. We'll see what else he can find in this area as Marlin is back at it again and takes another instance of damage from that spitters. Please save Marlin.
There's a save.
There's a save. Okay, that's good.
All right, we're seeing him come back here for this all-important map stone. It'll be nice for him, though he doesn't quite know it yet.
Yeah, I
What he
think
really needs to do at this point, he needs to go back into BRB and collect dash, and then head down to the teleporter for that map stone turn in.
yeah. C is fighting the orange slime over here. There's one pickup over here that he is going to want to check because it's in logic. It's sort of a funny little check.
Well, the check might be strong.
Okay.
And it's charge
Ooh,
flame, so
that is
a thing.
there are
Not the
multiple
most
pickups.
useful things.
There are multiple pickups that he can check now that he couldn't check before.
That's true. They're all out of
Like,
sequence, but
yeah,
there are a couple plants you can break through the floor and such. So it is useful. Not the most useful thing ever.
yeah. It is definitely a little.
Oh, good,
useful.
good,
All right.
good. I'm seeing Marlin back in Blackroot.
Yeah.
Please go to the top. You need the thing.
Ooh. All right. Looks like he alt R'd and is now going back in. And C is making his way to the swamp teleporter. He's gonna have to push the boulder in, and then I mean, he could have done the all skills thing, but looks like he realized that a little too late. Started pulling it back out and then pushing it in. So he activates that teleporter. It's really nice to have. It is the fastest way to get to Mount Horror at the end of the game and the Ginsu tree once you find the water vein. Some greedy or lazy runners, such as myself, will sometimes put off activating this if they can get away with it in hopes of finding the pickup, but it never really works. I don't recommend this. It's bad strategy.
Looks like he's opting to take the top route over as well through this swamp loop, as some of us call it. This actually, I think, is the way to get down there without having to do iceless.
Yeah, which is good. All right, and
Oh,
now we have
Marlin. Go,
Marlin
Marlin.
gets dash.
There it
Excellent.
is.
Yeah,
He's
and
probably going to feel a little bit frustrated about that because he now knows, of course, that that's the way to get that, and you could have gotten it on your first visit. So he probably knows that his opponent has already had dash for
yeah,
quite
that's
some
a
time now.
pretty feels bad moment. But now he can do all the things he needs to do, and hopefully will not be too shaken from that delay. All right, and we're seeing honestly an incredible amount of nothing in terms of like what C is finding.
Pretty
I
much.
just saw 8 experience, another health cell. That's nice, but like honestly, mostly mapstones, keystones, experience.
This is a situation where something like sequence breaking into Death Gauntlet, like we've seen a lot of runners doing, is a good thing. Or if you're an insane person like Vooligen doing Iceless.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told that Iceless is not actually the worst thing in the world, and that everyone is just a baby, and that might be true, but I'm going to hold on
It's
to my
not.
baby status.
It's
Okay,
not
well,
true.
all right.
Whoever, if anyone tells you Iceless is not that bad, they're clinically insane.
Clinically insane. All right, that is good to know. I will have to write that down.
What
All
is
right.
Marlin? Oh, he's checking the map.
Yeah,
Okay, good. That's what. This is
he's
what he needs.
yeah,
This is grenade.
this is good. All right, so we're seeing some rekindle skips of Gumo-related cutscenes by C, which is good.
There's one of those
Watching these
charge
bet.
flame plants that we mentioned, and he can check now that he has charge flame instead of not having it.
Yeah, that'll be pretty sweet. It is wind restored. That is real nice.
That's nice if you get glide. We don't have glide yet,
No, it's nice all the time because it's pretty.
but
Pretty.
not really.
Okay, you're right. It is not really all that nice. I would still rather have it than warmth returned because it's like half of something nice, and that's still pretty good. One thing that like both players are lacking, and like that's really cutting off a lot of options for them, is just verticality, the ability to get higher up.
Ooh, that's a little bit of a rough death for Marlin, opting to
Yeah,
not go back and try again. But yes, as you were saying, I would agree. That is sort of the next thing that C needs at this point, and Marlin as well, although he's got quite a little bit of catch up to play, is some form of going up, whether that's charge jump, bash at this point, since you already have grenade, double jump. Any of
yeah,
those would be very, very nice and even necessary.
yeah. Although we're seeing now that C has enough ability points not only to get charge dash, but to get charge dash and have one ability point extra. And I like that he waited until he had one ability point extra to level it up, just because charge dash is great. It gives you lots of situational verticality. There are a couple pickups he can check now that he couldn't before. We'll see if he goes for the one above Gandalf or one above the teleporter. That's interesting. I'm not sure if he can do the thing he is attempting to do without
You can
copious
get,
amounts of
yeah.
damage boosting. All right, yeah, there we go. Copious amounts of damage boosting. But yeah, keeping that ability point around so that he can skip the cutscene at the bridge drop. Yeah, definitely a lot. And with 3 energy, definitely the right amount of energy to have for that, because you can open this door and.
All right, this is kind of neat. There's a neat little, since he has charge dash already. Oh, he's out of energy actually. Never mind. There's a neat little rocket jump you can do to make this area super fast, but he doesn't have any energy, so not so much.
Well, there was enough experience in the water for him to level up.
Just wall jump. Oof. Yeah.
This like I okay. He's actually thinking about going back up to the teleporter to refill. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like he's going to go back up to the teleporter to refill, and that honestly, I mean, like it sucks. It's a time loss, but like it's less of a time loss frequently than just doing like dying repeatedly there. As someone who's died repeatedly there, I can definitely attest that like it can sometimes just be better to come back. All right, now that he can come back and he can try out that rocket jump once
there it is. For a keystone, totally worth it.
Absolutely incredibly worth it.
You're seeing him see, of course, on the left side of your screen now, skipping the bridge cutscene with a save anywhere. Quick check-in with Marlin on the right, just kind of playing catch-up at this point. We've seen this area already from C. We'll have to see C was pretty thorough, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So it's very unlikely that we'll see anything from Marlin that we didn't see already.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of that C didn't grab are the pickup on top of the tree in the valley entry, and then also the dash glide pickup in the tree on the other side of the spirit well.
We saw the Forlorn Teleporter to the right of the water vein. It's always it's a nice pickup to know you have. You maybe don't want to ever use it, but it's nice to know you have it.
I in fact love having the free key dupe teleporter. And
that's true.
Yeah, like
in fact used that in my last race.
Nice. All right, getting a grenade up to that plant can be a little annoying. Ooh, and he grabs it and finds climb, which is pretty sweet. The shot there can be a little annoying. That's actually one that I think is worth charge flaming, just because you can charge flame that before you trigger the cutscene where you walk back. All right, and
some very, very thorough checks from C on this side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Most runners usually don't go for this, so that EXP there on the first try, because it's really out of the way. But no, he checks it, sees it's nothing, and is now going to grab a bunch of other stuff around here. All right,
there's not too much he can check without the verticality that we mentioned before. You can check like this in the water. You can check the ability cell down below. Though that's quite long to do so.
He could, I think, with the frog over to the left, rocket jump up to the.
Quick interruption. We saw Marlin pick up the Gumon seal from the plant in Valley entry, which we mentioned you can get with a grenade from below. That's exactly what he did.
Ooh, takes.
Ooh, there's glide for C.
Ooh, that is huge. Really good.
He already has wind restored as well. That is gigantic.
Yeah. Ooh, having a little trouble exiting that area.
But he's going to go back down and get it, which is very smart. Glide is very, very nice speed up pickup to have. Not the most necessary, but it makes things a heck of a lot faster later on.
Yeah, definitely. Glide is just really nice in terms of comfort and getting or like navigating, getting into Sorrow, going through Sorrow, and like especially because we know the Sunstone's in Sorrow, I definitely would not want to be in the shoes
Absolutely,
of,
yes, that's a good
like, yeah, checking all of Sorrow without Glide is talk about a bad time. All right, and it looks like C is packing some heavy shoes, drops onto that map stone.
Using our Glide Wind Restored combo to check this pickup. That pickup, that was a little bit late of commentary on my side. But Marlin, we're seeing... I'm not sure where Marlin's going at this point.
I think he's going to take dash plant. I think it's the dash plant. I don't know the grenade throw.
Can you?
You have to do the platforms.
I guess you can.
Yeah, you have to do the platforms, but you can otherwise. And from the left, we have C also checking a what some people like to call trash pickup or bad pickups, just the stuff that people like to skip. And it is the mini boss down below. I like checking this when you have one of the skills that can be used to kill it quickly, like Charge Flame, and he does. So he gets that. Unfortunately, it is energy regen, which is not... It's okay, I guess. I think energy regen is much worse than health regen, and in general, not something you're incredibly excited to see. Excited to see. All right, so we've got C making his way to double jump. Tree. Oh, he picked up another energy cell, so that puts him on 4 energy.
Good. That opens up quite a few, like 3 pickups right now at the moment. He can technically get the one in. There's Stomp. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So Stomp opens up a lot. That is nice to have. He is verticality short of being in a pretty comfortable place skill wise.
In fact, he has everything but the verticality skills.
Yeah, that is indeed what he has.
That's
That's something.
That's
one
something.
thing we're not seeing from C. From ouch. That is painful. All right. So C is gonna go for round 2 versus the double jump tree guardians. This time he decides to forsake his pacifist approach, just use Stomp. I really like whenever I see people using Stomp as an attack. Oh, that's actually interesting. I misspoke. C did not have 4 energy. He had 3 and a little bit of a Mega energy left.
Oh, yes, that is important. All right. That is, I think with Stomp, I'm not actually sure what he's next in progression for C. We'll have to see what sort of one-offs he starts to check now. Although Glide Wind Restored, I believe, opens up a couple one-offs here and there. So he'll be going around and checking those. Oh, there's his 4th energy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
all right. That is pretty sweet. Now he has 4 energy stuff in Logic for real. However, his current combination of skills does not just unlock one-offs and other things that he missed so far, because he can access lower Blackroot all the way
no.
down to most of Lost Grove. Well, he doesn't have Clean
Almost-
Water yet. Clean Water would be
almost
like the
all of
real
it,
oh
though.
no. Yeah. All right, and here we see Marlin doing that thing I was talking about with the Swamp Teleporter earlier. You can actually pull the rock out a bit. A little tricky, and then you can dash under it, but window for doing so is finicky, and he appears to be having a little trouble with that. All right, so
Yeah, we're sort of finally seeing Marlin suck it up and take the long route around. He kind of tried to avoid it as long as possible, but he's going to have to at this point.
all right. On the left, we have C doing a bunch of rocket jumps to check various pickups in Glades. He got the ability cell that was above the 4 energy door, and he also has gotten his way up to the Gladeser, although I don't see how he's going to get up to the energy cell.
We must have missed it, but he actually managed to pick up the Valley Teleporter as well.
Yeah. So he grabbed Valley Teleporter. That was what was above the 4th health cell, sorry. Yeah. And he's now finished pushing the rocks and is going to realize that he does not have a good way of getting up there.
You can do it with just wall jump and glide if you know how to do it.
Okay, I did not know that. That is exciting and interesting information. That I also think
it looks like he does not know how to do that, which is fine because it's not in Logic anyway.
Yeah. Oh man.
But with the Valley TP, actually, I'm not exactly sure how much he can do.
There's some things he can do. None of it's in Logic without Bash, as it turns out.
Exactly.
So I think lower BRB is like the direction of progression if it's not one of the wind restored one-offs, or grenade, or the tree experience he didn't check.
As much as I loathe that area, I have to agree with you here.
There are technically worse places, but yeah, it's not a great thing to have. But I mean, it could be worse. He could have clean water and have like the next actual progression thing be Valley Longswim. Wait, he
opened it.
That what
he can't check it yet, but he opened it. Maybe he was trying to hit the plant and accidentally swiped the lantern there. All right, he finds the Gumon Seal. We have the Forlorn Teleporter as well. Is there anything that opens up the possibility of there being things in Logic? I don't think you can actually do anything over there yet.
Yeah, no, you would need... He can clear all of it because he can rocket jump up to where the orb spawns, but that doesn't actually help him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Logic. Yeah,
I would agree with you. I think the correct play, air quotes, here would be to go down to Lost Grove. Or the lower Blackroot at least, because you can hit the Grenade Tree. You can check a couple pickups that aren't quite Lost Grove.
Yeah, you could check all 3 grenade pickups, or all, like, the tree and the other 2 pickups in the grenade area. It's a little finicky, but you can do it. You can rocket jump up to check the ability cell to the side. But, like, it does suck to go there, and it is probably not the thing that is on, like, the forefront of their minds. All right, so we've got C checking this underwater pickup, and I think we'll see him probably Altar. Yep. And now we just gotta wait and see what he does next, as Marlin is having some laser troubles.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Yeah. If you he's out of energy. Let's see if he grabs the energy from this to skip the lasers this time. I actually have been having laser trouble recently as well. It's not an incredibly feels good moment.
All right, looks like C has opted to head to Valley with his interesting skill set here. Without Bash, he's going to have to do some fancy rocket jumps up the right pathway.
Yeah.
Or a lot of deboosting, which actually I don't think you can do without verticality.
Yeah. Oh, and he
Verticality
jumps
is
off.
played.
All right. I think he's gonna want to make a save before jumping off the teleporter just for resources, but not look like that is on the menu for him, which is unfortunate because I don't know. Okay,
Yeah, all right, he's sort of okay. We're going to
Yeah.
forelearn. He's at
I
least
mean,
realized he can't do much here.
yeah. Okay, so this is out of logic, but like if he saves, and gets enough energy. Ooh, okay, he did not. So if you save, you can just charge jump over to the map stone, and that's like not the worst, right? You get a map stone turn in, and then you can just check a couple things around here. But
You can key dupe a few times if you feel like it.
yeah, all right. It looks like
He's
he
just going
is.
down to the entrance.
Yeah, unfortunate a bit that he does not. Well, I mean, going to Forlorn is never really a great thing that you'll be doing.
No.
I mean,
Especially
Jackson,
since
I love going here.
I think the best option for him to do things is going to be, well, he should save quit here to warp to the door and then pick up the orb and do all the casual strats. Oh, take a death and warp down to the door. That works too.
Yep. The Death Warp is. I actually really like that Death Warp as tech, but I think you can actually get a lot of leverage out of it if you like. There's a couple cool things you can do. If you have the orb before it, you can actually fall onto the keystone that's right above there and get the and then Death Warp after, so that you get the keystone during the cutscene, but you get the pickup there. And if you do it that way, the only thing that you like potentially miss out on and have to backtrack for is the EXP in the spider area. All right. Ooh, okay. So Marlin has gotten his stomp, and he is going to grenade.
Right.
Oh, this could be really interesting. We could see Marlin, because he's checking this area that's in logic first, actually end up finding the next progression before C does, which would be incredibly wild given how this seed started and has been going for this first 30 minutes. They're almost 40 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, this is kind of the advantage to knowing things about the randomizer, knowing what is and isn't in logic, because if C realizes that this area that Marlin is in right now is where the logic sort of, at least we think, expects him to go because it's accessible, like Marlin could get the next progression here before C does and potentially even take the lead, just like you said.
Yeah, however, Marlin has noticed and is indicating with his mouse that he has no ability points, which means
Time.
It is lore time. I think all right. He decides to go
There
for
we
it.
go.
All right, we are going to learn more about Naru's dad.
The second time we've seen this cutscene today.
Yeah, well, sometimes the first time
watch
isn't
some
enough.
kids play catch.
Yeah, with what really looks like a grenade, so that might not be the safest. Meanwhile, we've got C doing his vanilla. Oh, those are spikes. Oh, that's an instant kill square. Ooh, that is a feels bad death for C. Forlorn's interesting in that, like, some of the things that are meant to be only used with the orb are, like, they'll deal you some damage, and others will just instantly kill you. And it's not, like, they're the same color. Like, I mean, there are rules, right? Like, it's, the squares will all instantly kill you. But, like, it's not necessarily incredibly obvious what will and will not do that. And I'm hoping we see a save out of C soon, because he's got 3 energy. Finds a vanilla keystone, and Marlin on the right is going to be checking the tree. And it's a keystone.
Okay, then.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of other things in this area, and I'm hoping he'll head back there, but I'm worried he might not.
I don't know where else he could go in logic at this point.
I mean, so I don't think he checked all of the things. I guess I didn't in Moon Grotto, right? So he can go back there. But yeah, he didn't check the other 2 pickups that were by the grenade tree, unfortunately, and either of those I think could have been something. But yeah, it looks like we've got both players in a bit of a strange position.
He has given up on Forlorn.
All right, I think that is the correct play.
Agreed.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Marlin has found his wind restored. He does not have glide yet, but once he gets that, he will be able to get full value out of it immediately, which is good.
Of course, was at the bottom of Grotto, next to the 4 energy door, though not behind it.
Yeah. That's actually another thing that could be progression that we might like to see these players doing. Okay, so now we've got C heading down here.
Finally, there we go.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see. Hopefully he checks. Ooh, takes a face full of lasers, which is unlucky, but that upper laser cycle is consistent if you drop down onto it. It's actually, if you fall down onto it and don't waste any time, it's actually always safe to just start heading left right away. But for that second laser, it is not as guaranteed.
Oh, the bird.
The bird. Ooh, all right. He has. Oh, that's actually really interesting. I think he has to wait for his energy regen to have enough energy. All right, so that's an ability cell.
That would have been the ability cell that Marlin needed to skip the cutscene.
It is, in fact, that ability cell. I was just thinking that. Oof. That is definitely an oof moment. All right, so now Marlin is down where Glide is. Grabs a health cell. Does not have energy. So I was actually. Ooh. C takes a big death as Marlin finds Glide.
Yeah, because he didn't save in the grenade room at all.
Yeah, because he was energy starved because he did a rocket jump up and then did another charge dash to kill the bird. So he didn't have enough energy to make a save up there, and that
does enable him to check this grenade pickup, which he didn't before. If he doesn't get knocked off the platform, oh no!
Oh. That
he
is.
Doesn't. He has to wait for energy regen to make his save.
Yeah, this is what happened to him last time. So he went down and checked the other thing and then died on the way back up. All right, he's got it. And now he's got to wait for that thing to stop being here. Ooh. Marlin, using Glide and Wind Restored, found the water vein right next to the Ginso tree. That is pretty cool.
Is that the stomp?
Yeah, and now
we like to call it.
Yeah, the stomp cell, as it had stomp at one point in the past, and therefore is worth
2 points in the past.
All right, multiple points. I stand corrected.
We're the best at naming in the Ori community. Don't worry.
Excellently changed, excellently named pickups all around. Glide Vault, the Stomp Cell. But yeah, however, they have no, they can technically get up the Ginso tree using that sort of terrible charge dash ramp, but it's not in logic. It's not. Yeah, don't do that. It's not good. Marlin finds his charge flame, so he's catching up by finding all of these great things.
Where is Bash?
It's gotta. I'm thinking either a 4 energy door. I'm really hoping we see 4 energy door cleanup soon.
I know where I think it is. I think Bash is on the way down to Lost Grove, the pickup behind the door that you have to kill the 2 frogs for.
Oh, the grenade lobbing pickup. Yeah,
yes.
I could definitely see progression being there. All right. C is just having the worst luck with these lasers. It is absolutely brutal how just unfair lasers are. And they do instantly kill, instant kill, no save. It's just honestly rude. All right, is he going back for the grenade? I think he's going back for the grenade pickup.
He missed.
All right, well, I mean that's valid, honestly. You don't want to leave something. Bird. Oh, okay.
Right, got the.
Yep. All right, Marlin checking the. No, see, no. Okay, he does have a save on this side of the laser. Thank God. Oh man, this is just definitely things that are happening. All right, so now Marlin has his teleporter. The bird is dead. Oh, C has no energy for charge dashes though, which means that I guess he can glide. Oh no, he dropped down onto the platform. Definitely
got the help.
Yeah, okay, that is true. And it's an ability cell.
All right, now what I want to see him do at this point is head to the right and down. That's what I
Yeah.
want to see him do.
All
That's
right.
the
He did.
laser still.
He did head to the right and down. He technically followed your instructions perfectly. That is exactly what you asked for. Oh no. All right. So fun thing that like I only discovered recently, that frog over there to the right, that does 5 damage, which is just like
Does
frankly,
he?
yeah, he does
That's
5. It's just
absurd.
absolutely absurd. Like I've come down here like before. Oh, nice, he's doing that rocket jump I was talking about, and
That's a good one.
himself. But yeah, no, that frog does 5 damage, which is just the rudest thing. Like I always kill that frog now that I know that. Ooh, he's going behind this laser to check this stuff, but it's getting through this laser is brutal. It's pretty safe.
Oh my goodness. C is getting absolutely destroyed by these lasers today.
All right. What I would love to see is him kill that and then save. Oh my god. This laser is really obnoxious with these skills because, well, you can duck under it and not take damage. A, I'm not sure he knows that. And B, it's kind of like you only barely have enough like vertical distance on a single jump to get up there. And oh
no. That's a map stone too, so he probably wants to keep that.
Well, I mean, he's got an extra map stone. I don't know. If I were in his shoes, I would not. He also does not, I think, have enough health to. Oh no, he can just barely get across. I don't know if this is in logic though, because of that. However, in logic or not, an extra air dash is excellent.
Very nice to have.
Absolutely worth it. He will want to be keeping that. All right. I don't think he knows about ducking under this laser, which is unfortunate. This laser over to the right. There are like 80% of the way on the ground you can just duck.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots for that.
Yeah, but
I mean, you can also try and time it correctly and just dash across, but the slime is making that very difficult.
It's bad-mannered. What I would love to see in these situations, and I think we're seeing both players struggle with this a little bit, is save after you you kill the enemies. All right, please survive this. Yes, okay, good. He uses Stomp. Stomp is incredibly good at clearing enemies like that. Both because it does 15 damage in an AoE and because it redirects any projectiles that are in air away from you. And that's just really nice, honestly. Like, if you're just sitting there, jump, stomp, you can't actually take that much damage.
All right, here we go. This is what I think is progression.
Yeah, grenade lobbing. I'm terrible at this. Like,
he needs to back up.
Yeah, he like, oh, he's moving forward instead. No,
you need more arc.
No. However, that slime is still there, and so if he does this from the right position and like somehow aggroes that slime, which I know is possible because I've had it happen to me when I wasn't paying attention, the slime could just kill you while you're doing this. And also, it takes 2 shots to kill the frog with no explosion power upgrade, and the frog will shoot back after the first one. All right, so he hits it once and then moves. Oh no, he didn't know it takes 2 shots, and now he's. Oh no, the slime. No. All right. And that time this pickup is boy. All right, we got the 3-point shots in.
There we go.
I'm so proud. And nope, it's an energy cell.
No, he's got to keep going down.
I'm not actually sure how much of down here is in logic with no verticality and no clean water. I don't actually think any of it is.
I don't know. I do not know offhand.
So without clean water, the swim isn't, and then after that, like you need
damage
bash
booster
to get. Yeah, you need damage booster bash. So I don't actually think any of this in logic. All right, see at least showing off how much fun. Yeah, fight room with charge dash and energy despair is really fun. It's like it's like you just click a bunch and things die. It's like playing Flicker Strike. That's what it's like. There we go.
All right, so thinking about where progression needs to be at this point, since
gotta be a 4 energy
down
door.
Here, it's gotta be a 4 energy door. It's gotta be the one in Spider Stack. Can't be Glazer.
Oh no, he fell into the water.
Oh, load times. Please load video game. We need you to exist. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. I'm not.
Here's where he realizes exactly what he can't do.
Yeah.
Which is everything.
Which is everything. All right. We get to stop, take in how beautiful the Lost Grove is, because it really is beautiful. We got.
I'm imagining right now, C with his hands just off of his controls, just head in hands, thinking where can anything be?
Yeah, that is the mood. That is absolutely the mood here. All right.
Has anyone checked the 4 energy door at the bottom of Grotto yet?
I don't think we've seen any 4 energy door checks.
Well, then, maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see where he teleports to, and that'll inform us about what. All right. So this is Swamp. All right. Oh, I think he came here to check the Glide Wind pickups.
Glide
Because
pickup, and also the ability cell on the way to Stomp is available.
Marlin checked that, and I think it was a keystone or
Oh, did he check
something.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Must have
Um,
missed it.
I don't know if I saw.
Oh no. Oh
Wait.
no.
Oh no. Wait. Does he not? Does 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 he know how to do the ramp, or does he just? Because I've seen and I have done on the first time I got like this far without double jump, I didn't know, and then I got to the second room, and I was just like, oh no, and I'm worried that might
So,
be what we're gonna see here.
for those who don't know, the Ginso tree requires one of the 3 things that C is missing at the moment: charge jump, bash, or bash grenade specifically, or double jump. You
Yeah.
can get up the tree without them by using a charge dash in a very specific spot. And I believe if he doesn't know about this, C is about to find out right now.
Man, the saddest thing is that if Air Dash gave any verticality at all, he could do what would be the dumbest thing I've thought of in that room, and that would be just using extra Air Dash to telehop. Ooh, unfortunately, he takes a death, and all right, looks like he has decided that that is not possible, which is good because it's basically not. It's definitely not in logic. One thing that might be good is he's gonna rock. Oh, he misses the rocket jump, and now he doesn't have energy for it. Maybe he'll kill some of the swarm for energy. But there's an energy drop. So you can rocket jump up here and get a swarm. Actually has will drop on average 1.6 energy, because there are 16 drop chances. And now we're back in the Ginso tree.
Oh, this is so rough to watch.
Yeah, this is really hard on both of them. And now we've
Aiko,
got
you got your wish. It's not quite Water Vein and Horu, but this is brutal.
This is absolutely brutal. I feel guilty wishing for a garbage seed because we have gotten.
Right. He got his rocket jump. He got his keystone.
Yep, it was indeed a keystone.
There's another one. Have 2.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, all right. So Marlin has gone into taking the Valley teleporter, which he just got, and I don't know if he didn't remember that he had Stomp.
He's writing something. I can't quite read it.
Yeah, I'm not good at reading cursors. Oh, interesting. Ooh, that is.
Ooh.
Right, so Sorrow teleporter for C. I don't think that was in logic.
It was not, but
yeah, he can get there and maybe find something. I was hoping
he can technically, if he knows how, he can get to the charge jump tree and even get all the way down to like glide, and he can just get down to he can head down from there if he knows how to do it.
Yeah, that involves some like rather specific knowledge. I'm not sure I would expect C to have. It's like you got to do a couple things, and honestly, it's like some pretty tight damage boosting to get. Like getting to the tree is fine, but with these skills, no double jump, no bash. Getting from the teleporter to the main shaft is really difficult. Actually, no, I don't think it's possible. Because you don't have any verticality. Your only verticality is.
All right, I want to point out real quick. We're seeing Marlin on the right side of your screen doing these rocket jump strats to get up the right path to Valley here, or at least trying to do so.
Yeah, he almost had it.
He's deciding to just completely go without verticality here and head up into Valley of the Wind.
I like this, honestly. Like, given that he hasn't found that 4th energy yet, like if he did have the 4th energy, I would be, I would want to check. I would maybe consider like checking 4 energy doors first, but without it, I definitely I like this, and he gets it, and I actually really like this. He's looking for energy somewhere so that he can save before doing what he currently has to do. All right.
All right. Well, now he's just gonna hope that the birds are nice, I guess, or sit and wait for.
Oh no!
Don't go back.
No!
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, yeah. I don't know if this is what Marlin has in mind, but actually getting to where he is going where he needs to go is not so bad once he gets where he's gotten, because he can actually just glide. He can just use wind and glide and just glide over to where the rocks are and stomp them. All right, and looks like we see C heading for a 4 energy door.
There we go. There we go. This could be huge.
This could indeed be huge. Um, it's either this 4 energy door or spider sack, right? Like, I don't think there are
Correct. I don't think there's anything other. Oh,
all right. So,
smart to
oh
do this
no!
one first since it's 2 pickups instead of 1.
Yeah.
Okay, Marlin.
Yeah,
made it.
I was so worried because that bird like got between him and the rock, and the other one was hitting him, but he just gets it. Now we're gonna get that feather check, and he will get that autosave. All right.
Here's what I'm thinking right now at the moment. Marlin has pretty much demonstrated that he's just going to try and finish the seed with what he has, which is possible, although difficult. Although I think the hardest bit of it he just got behind him. But what I'm thinking is if C right now finds the progression right here, if he finds Bash, for example, who will finish the seed first? He didn't find anything, by the way,
Yeah.
so never mind that.
Oh, and Marlin finds the 4th energy and
Oh my god. What is this seed? Why?
Oh, no.
It's got to be the spider sack energy cell. It
Yeah.
has to be that. But does C remember that exists?
That I think is the question. Unless we're forgetting something else, and I don't think we are. Well,
not energy cell. Sorry, energy door.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what C is thinking about heading for now. Meanwhile, we've got Marlin heading into Sorrow. To answer your question there, sorry, excuse me. Marlin just found clean water on his way up to Sorrow. That is really nice.
I don't know. I mean, that's nice because it opens pickups up, and I don't want to check things anymore if I'm in his position. Oh, well, I mean, the sunstone on the rock.
Okay, the sunstone is unambiguously nice. The other thing, so the thing about clean water is if he's going to finish this, it's probably going to be batchless. And if he finishes this batchless, there's going to be a lot of deboost in the escape, and being able to just not have to deal with that and even sit in the water for health regen, like, that feels nice. That is definitely a lot better than not doing that. Or not having that. Like,
right,
not
both
having
of our runners are in Sorrow right now, by the way. C is opted to head up to the Sorrow teleporter and see if he knows the way. He's getting the charge jump tree. He's heading in the direction of the charge jump tree, at least. We'll see if he knows all of the such to do
with the health that he has, I don't think he can get over. With these skills and this health, I don't think you can get over these spikes only. Oh, okay, there we go. You have to take at least 1 damage, but I did not see that little sliver of health that he had.
The frog, though.
Yep, the frog, though. All right, he gets over. Please save.
All right, so it's looking at this point like Marlin is still checking things, actually. Never mind. He's checking clean water pickups here and there.
Well, I mean, he can't finish, right? Because he can't get up the Ginso tree or is unwilling to get up the Ginso tree.
Yeah. I was thinking he was in, well, sort of go mode, but he's not, because he can't get up the Ginso tree without the stupid C-dash ramp strats.
Yeah. Which are bad. Those are bad strats.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is SeaAverage going for zombie Ori?
I guess. I can't.
You know what he might be doing? I think he's trying to terror break this wall.
Okay, but
which is not what you need to do.
Yeah, he also doesn't. You can't really terror break with Stomp.
True. I don't know what else he has an ability menu up for.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like
he is zombieing.
Yeah. He has done a save anywhere. It is unclear to me what the purpose of that was, but we have another interview question.
Yeah. He got up on the wall. So what he can do at this point is he can bash Stomp to break that wall. Does he know that?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say no because he does not appear to be attempting that.
Ooh,
Oh,
I want to bring it over to Marlin's stream real quick. He tried to do an interesting strat here where you can stomp to move that frog out of its normal position and try and get it to break the ceiling for you there, which would give him access to swamp and the stomp tree.
yeah. That strat is interesting. What I actually like for that is if you can get a spider to shoot exactly horizontal and then run alongside it, which is much easier with dash. You can then use stomp and knock it upwards. But that's one of those like really niche strats that is like once you've seen it, you know how to do it. But unless you've seen someone do it, it's not super obvious. All right, it looks like we have Marlin heading for that 4 energy door, which we unfortunately know only has a mega energy.
I want to see, does C remember? Something interesting I'm noticing right now, by the way, is that C doesn't actually have the Grove teleporter. He must have skipped the cutscene earlier.
Yeah,
Whenever,
he did the cutscene skip for that.
which means that getting to the Spider Sack energy door is actually very long.
Oh, that is a excellent point. It is a really obnoxious trek. All right, and C looked like he was going to head right. However, because he doesn't have verticality, that's not actually possible.
C,
It looks like he has thought about that and realized it. Yeah, no, I hadn't thought of that, but that you are right. It is an incredibly long trek just to get to that
the
one.
fastest way I can think of is to head past the charge flame tree, right?
Yeah, he would have to go up through the charge flame tree. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure he broke that because he went to the charge flame tree from below first.
Oh
Um,
no!
yeah, I don't think he broke that.
Oh
So he would
no!
actually have to go all the way around through Spirit Caverns just to get to that.
That might be why he hasn't checked it yet. It's possible he remembers it exists, but knows how long it would take him to get there.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. That like would take longer than Valley Long Swim. Though he would not think to go for Valley Long Swim because he does not have clean water. Marlin does have clean water. He got to check the 4 energy door in Death Gauntlet underwater. It was nothing, of course, because why would the seed give anyone anything ever?
Mood.
Yeah. It looks like we have C going for the dash plant, which I remember we saw Marlin trying to check. I don't remember if he actually got it, though. I think what we saw from Truck is that no one had checked that yet. So if that is correct, that could be this could be progression, and that would be very sad. Well, I mean, it would be great now because
is it in logic?
well, it's a health cell.
Okay, well it doesn't matter.
But I don't actually know offhand if it's. I think with glide and dash, it is expected to get there. All right, and now we've got Marlin. Marlin gets that Sorrow TP.
Not that he needs it because he's already done everything in Sorrow he needs to do.
That is correct. Yeah, he's found. No, actually, he did not get to the charge jump tree. He did lower Sorrow, but not upper Sorrow. So that teleporter will still be useful for him.
Never mind.
Yeah. So that is still a nice find. I'm not sure. I guess he's checking the pickup underwater here because he did not grab it before. He's already checked the ability cell in the plant, if I remember correctly. Yep. Man, this is just a real situation we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
We are an hour in with no verticality in sight.
I don't know if C knows that you have to stomp net to the left of this frog to get him to come over to where the ceiling is.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, Marlin has gotten that rocket jump,
and
he
trying to see flame redirect.
What? No, with the frog shot? No, Marlin.
I don't think I've seen anyone ever do this successly.
I don't think it works. Yeah, I mean, like with the spider shot, that's doable. Like the stomp redirect is easier, but All right, Marlin walking right past that grenade pickup. I don't know if he checked it and died or has just decided to say that it's an hour in and
he's opened the Ginso tree and not gone in. So
not gone in. All right, that's good.
Not aware of the C-dash strats or doesn't think he can do them or something like that. We have C back in Forlorn now.
Yes, the Forlorn revisit, and it's still not in logic because me remind you, they have not gotten a skill since the last time they were here. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, all right. Okay,
Oh,
Marlin
no.
is heading
Oh,
for
no.
that 4 energy.
He might be.
I think. Um. Oh, you know what? I don't remember if C checked the grenade pickup that was here. Actually, now that I think about it, because there
It's
is a
not in
grenade.
logic anyway, but yes.
Oh yeah, you need to rocket jump up to it. I always forget that that has like an additional component of verticality.
All right, here
Just
we
because
go.
it's
Here we go.
all right.
What is behind this door? Marlin, on the right side of your screen. This is where we think progression is. It's
It's
double.
double jump.
It's.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Of the three things remaining, that is the least one that you want to see if in the
That
runner's
is
position.
absolutely
Charge
the
jump
lead.
or bash would have put you in true go mode. Just go get trees and be done. Double jump, you
I mean,
gotta
this
keep
is
going.
no. I think this is like a reasonable-ish go mode. I think at least you just.
I would agree with you, except for one thing: the final escape.
Okay,
Without
yeah,
charge
no, you're
jump
right.
or bash,
Or dash.
the
Yeah,
final
okay.
escape very, very obnoxious. It's
Yeah.
possible.
I think it
But
is
very
absolutely
obnoxious.
like. I think dash makes for nice dashless or bashless escapes just because of how much versatility the skill gives you. But yeah,
If
I
you have
really
charge jump.
well, okay, yes, that is true. They do not have charge up. I like this play to go immediately into Ginso because I find like double jump unlocks a lot of different like a lot of 1 or 2 offs, but it unlocks a lot of Ginso, and Ginso has a lot of nice pickups. The only thing that potentially worries me is that if you don't have enough ability points for triple jump, or if you do but aren't familiar with the strat, you cannot progress up past the bash tree. Um,
We're seeing
all
some
right.
interesting things on both sides here. C is checking this grenade pickup above the Glazer, and Marlin is doing telehops up the Ginso tree.
Yeah. This grenade pickup is checkable with these skills, but it is not in logic. I don't think it's in logic with these skills because it is kind of garbage. You have to like do some rocket jumps, and it is some experience. But yeah, I think Marlin is the player to watch here because
Smartly continuing to check things because he knows
yeah,
that he still needs one more skill.
yeah. Not found anything just yet. The main thing we're gonna want to watch is the 4 keystones after the mini boss and then the bash tree itself. One thing I saw someone mentioned it in Twitch chat that I think would be incredible is a vanilla bash. I feel like that would like really round out the experience from this seed.
That'd be pretty great, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've
You know what I
got.
hope to see actually? I want to see Bash from the uppermost keystone past the Bash tree. That's what I want to see.
That would be hilarious. I don't think it'd be in logic though. For that to be true, I
I'm
think
pretty sure I've gotten Bash from up there. Or do
Oh
you
no,
need
no,
charge
it
jump for
is.
those?
Yeah, you need charge jump.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can't do it with only 1 damage boost. Is the thing. But like, it is possible, right, that charge jump is a double jump lock pickup somewhere else, and then that is bash, right? Like, so that is like a real thing that could happen. And you know, in this seed, I will not be surprised by basically anything at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
C
is looking at the teleporter map. That lack of a grove.
Go to swamp. Or stay here and go up through the charge flame tree. Oh wait,
I don't think he can get.
Never mind.
Oh, all right.
There's charge jump from Marlin. All right, there he goes. He is in go mode now, and he just needs to collect the trees he's still missing, and then he can head off to beat the game in fairly easy fashion. Not the easiest since he doesn't have bash, but it's still not very difficult. There's warmth returned as well.
All right, so
nice
we know
where
warmth returned and 1 EXP and we're in Forlord again on the left screen. That is immensely powerful. I'm not sure what he's going for actually. I don't remember what he did and didn't check. Maybe he's going like to leave through the door.
I am not sure. That I guess would be it.
Yeah, honestly, at this
point,
you
can check on the other side without clean water or
no, I mean,
some form.
I think you can get to everything, just not much of it is in logic. But honestly, at this point, if I'm in C's shoes, I think I'm fatigued. I am confused. I'm not like I've lost all track of logic, and I'm just doing the first thing that comes to my mind. And I think that is what we're seeing. And I think that is completely reasonable. Honestly, this has not been a seed that I would wish
It's
on
really
anyone.
it's just that one pickup. It was double jump behind the spider sack energy door, which C appears to not have remembered he can do. And Marlin, after just as much floundering, to be honest, actually remembered and went and got it and is now in go mode, whereas
Yeah, and
C is still struggling.
I think a fascinating thing that we're seeing is that like a decision that was made like over 40 minutes ago, like legit maybe 50 minutes ago, because like around 20 minutes into the scene, that's when C decided to skip that cutscene, which is like usually not a like terrible choice in any way,
I
shape, or
would
form.
disagree, actually. I have been burned. I think there have been exactly one seed out of every seed I've done in the randomizer where skipping that cutscene didn't hurt me in some way later on. I would. This is my Ori Rando PSA. Never skip that cutscene.
I don't do it because I don't know how, just like straight up.
That's also a good reason. There's Bash.
Bash! Oh my god!
Tree.
Oh
Marlin
my
has
god!
every skill now and can absolutely coast through the rest of the trees that he needs to.
Man, that
collect.
is so
This
feels bad
is.
because that means that none of these
Oh
things
my
is
goodness.
checking, even like out of logic.
Nothing will help him. He
Yeah,
needs
he would
to go
he would
to
have to
Spider
sequence
Sack.
break. Yeah, he either needs to do that or sequence break into swamp. Um,
How?
Lower route. He has enough health and ultra defense. He could like take the spider shot, stomp it up.
Swim. Just
Yeah,
swim.
yeah. Swimming in, that would be the sequence break. But like,
Just
there would be no reason to try it because
fall.
he doesn't know it's there. Yeah, okay. Now we see him going around because, as we said earlier, he didn't stomp that wall. I don't know. Going back to that teleporter, I think it's not great when you don't check it, but like I think if you just remember to stomp the sea flame, the like barrier to the sea flame tree, you're not actually losing that much time. If you have to revisit, and you don't always have to.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Please go that direction. Please go.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's just got to go through that slow zone. All right, here we go.
Quick check in with Marlin. He is back in Sorrow again, collecting his charge jump tree, which he never got the first time around.
Yep. Oh.
No,
oh
don't,
no!
don't get distracted, please.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know that it's not this. This isn't logic. So, like, he should be checking this. Though you cannot do it that way. This is. See, the thing is, that looks like a wall that should be climbable because Ori in the Blind Forest. I would love to see like a version of this game where we just have wireframe on collision on walls, so we could just like cry appropriately as opposed to just like. Yeah.
No, head right. Okay, he made it to this pickup. He knows it's nothing now. Come on.
Yep. Meanwhile, we've got Marlin in go mode. He is in all skills for like this. Now he can just play the rest of the seed out like all skills. He's got all the skills. He got more resources than he should have. That feels pretty good.
No! He went past it. He went past it. No!
Oh no! Did he forget?
I think he's just forgotten it exists.
Oh no!
This is so brutal.
This is sad. This is. Oh man, I mean, like I can't even blame him either. Like after an hour and 15 minutes of just nothing anywhere at all, like I can't say that I would just remember like every pickup of the game. This is just really harsh.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Ginso Escape.
Oh no. Alright, well he is going to be doing stuff. Meanwhile, we got Marlin tearing through Misty and oh no, C. Okay, so if he somehow figures out the charge dash ramp, just like with no prompting, he could make it and find charge jump. Like that's like a real thing that could technically happen. Like
if he manages to figure out the charge dash ramp, which is a big
if.
Big if. Not only do you have to know it exists, it's also difficult even if you do.
All right, well, he's taking some spikes to the face.
has collected his last tree and is now on his way to the final escape and will be finishing up his seed. There's basically no way at this point for C to catch up, even if he manages to go back, remember the pickup exists, and find double jump and perfectly find the rest of the skills. It's just too much of a deficit at this point.
Yeah, I unfortunately, as much of a believer as I am in comeback, like honestly, this entire race has been a comeback. Like, if we remember how this started for Marlin, like that entire fiasco with Dash, this really has been a comeback. Wow. Yeah, it looks like
Marlin was so far behind at the start.
Oh no! Wait, no, I don't think that's.
He's got to do another one.
Oh, okay. I don't think that was the hard one, and he didn't have enough energy for a. Oh, that feels bad.
Oh no.
Oof. Yeah, because the second one's the hard one, right? It goes because that's the one that gets you up from that second hanging ramp to the.
If you were in C's head right now, what are you thinking, seeing that your opponent has not finished yet?
I'm probably not looking at SRL because the inside of my head is just like screaming all of the time. That's where I think that's where I think we're at here. It's just like, oh my god, that's the internal monologue, I think. All right, we've got Marlin at door warp. C has given up on that.
Marlin's having a lot of trouble with door warp right now.
I mean,
I haven't been counting. I don't think anyone has, and even if we were, we'd be wrong. But it's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, counting is basically impossible. It's why we invented computers. They can count. All right, now we've got C checking other 4 energy doors. Underwater 4 energy doors. Out of logic 4 energy doors. I'm so sad. This is just an unlucky situation. Oh, the Frankie. All right, and Marlin is... Yes, he gets it! First try, probably. And he is through the door and onto the final escape.
More like 1,000th billionth try, but
close. No, first try. The other try. It is the first try that he got it where he got it. Yeah.
It's the first successful try. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we were going for. All right. Well, C comes back, gets it, finds the 211 experience. Oh man, this is. Yeah. The seed.
Yep. It was that one pickup. This is basically the epitome of what we call getting randoed. One pickup that you don't remember exists, and it wastes an hour.
Yeah. All right, and we've got Marlin. He's got the water. Water's clean. Everything is going just fine.
He's got all the skills. He's got this.
Got this.
Dustin Spawn Kuro heads up to the final escape.
Oh, good. We're getting that.
Going for a grenade jump. He doesn't need it, though. He doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know like what's happening to C. He's probably like, if I'm Marlin and I'm like looking at SRL at all, I'm probably like, oh my god, how is he not finished?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
He doesn't know that the race is over until he's finished.
Yeah, and like, he got that double jump pickup or like that 4 energy door pretty late.
Very late.
Yeah, but yeah, that is going to be GG. Excellent work from Marlin for a for your first race. I mean, obviously you're gonna want a shorter time, but like honestly, keeping your cool and like being able to keep playing through that horrendous early game, and honestly through what was just like a horrible seed.
It's a lot of mental strength. Yeah,
it is. Yeah. All right, and now we've got C is just making his way through dirty water pickups.
So unfortunately, we are running out of time on speed gaming here for this race, but we have a winner now. Marlin takes this race in the first round of Swiss over SeaAverage and is advancing to 1-0. But unfortunately, we are going to have to call it here.
Yeah.
If C continues racing, which I believe he will, though he might not, he might forfeit here. But if he continues, you can continue watching him finish his seed on his stream. But coming up for you right now on this channel, we're going to have a Zelda 1 randomizer race between Toasty Muffins and Truant Gamer. It's a 2-2 match wherein the winner will head to the bracket. So that's pretty exciting. I might actually watch that myself. But that's going to do it for us here from the Ori Randomizer tournament.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us in what has absolutely been a real experience that we have all shared together.
Definitely. Randomizer takes 2 more victims and continues to be the undefeated champion of the first round of Swiss. Oh my goodness gracious.
God. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a good night.
Yeah.